All right, ready, steady, go. How are you all doing? I welcome you all for this one day, one runner habit series for the whole month of April, where each and every day I come in and present a runner habit and give a perspective from a runner's mindset and also share some tips and techniques how the same habit can be implemented in your business and in your life. This is Karthik Viswanathan, and today is day number 20, meaning it's habit number 20. So today's habits from a runner perspective, having a mentor, right? The runners, most of the runners, like knowingly or unknowingly, we would be having some sort of a mentor in our life, in our running life. So, be it a walker, jogger, or a runner, the person who's running for or training for 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, half marathon, Spartan race, full marathon, any of these events. Like mentors is having a mentor is kind of a thing that what how is maybe like the first thing, like how we um, become as a runner, how we develop this mindset. Maybe like we would have influenced majority of us, like we would have influenced by a mentor. So what do I mean by mentor? Like who I do mean by mentor is like a mentor may be an individual, right? Or sometimes a person, a group of a person, or a series of a person who would be coming in our life. That's a mentor, a person who would be coming, who would be having a genuine interest in us. That person would have been done the things that what we are aspiring to do, like been there, done there as a kind of a personality. And these person, like the mentor would be like, they may not be coming with a label saying that they are mentor. It is up to us to find them by their thoughts, by their words, and by their action. And more importantly, they captivate us. They inspire us. We got influenced by them. I got influenced by my mentors, right? And that's how like we would have stepped into this running journey, knowingly or unknowingly, or most of the times, like if we really wanted to push ourselves. Like for my, say for example, my first full marathon. So I was not preparing myself for running a full marathon, but after discussing with my mentors, and then I was just thinking, okay, why don't I give it a go? So that's how like I got into it, and that's how like they helped me a lot. And I say they because like I got few mentors. So I got a mentor for my mental training. He's one of my good friends, and I got a mentor for really getting my running technique right. So that kind of a thing. That's why I just say it can be one person or multiple persons. That's kind of a thing, because mentor would give you some directions. At times, like they would be providing you some required motivations, and then sometimes would be giving some advice. So it does not matter like how long you're running. I mean, the mileage that what you're going to cover. But like overall perspective, they will give you some of their perspectives, how they have been doing the things, and then as a person who is having a genuine interest in you, they would be really just curating some of the custom path. They may not be a proper coach by status quo, but they might be having a kind of an thinking around you because they have a genuine interest about you in their own mindset. And sometimes my mentors would be acting as a pair of listening ears just to hear my own rant. So in that way, like we would be bouncing back the ideas, and then I would be just questioning the thoughts which is running in my head, and in that way, like I would be questioning their plans. So that kind of some kind of bouncing pad, or an idea pad, bouncing back each other's ideas. So especially like when I'm just struggling up with reaching, attaining any of my milestones, so definitely I would be leaning on my mentor and then trying to get my mentor's advice on that. So in that way, like it is purely like getting a more kind of a support, getting kind of both from a moral support and also from a technical support in terms of how to improve my techniques, and what are the things that I need to do. Because I'm not a professional runner, I'm just a casual runner. So definitely, I'm happy to have my mentors, and not only me. Like if you just ask for your own, any of your friends, like there would be a mentor or so in their whole life. So that's why like having a mentor is one of the habits like runners would be possessing. So let's see like how we can take this habit of having a mentor and let's apply into our business world as an entrepreneur, right? So do we need a mentor in our business world? And my perspective, definitely yes, because I mean, you as an entrepreneur would have embarked in this journey to try to resolve a problem, try to make your customers' life much better, try to make this world a better place. So in this journey, so definitely there will be like more ups and downs, and then sometimes there will be some dark time with tough challenges. And then if you're a startup person, if you're into the startup world or into the young business, so there might be some challenges across if you're a solopreneur or if you're having a small team. So definitely, for any sort of a business person, having a mentor would really take that kind of that you can just share that particular pressure that what you're facing from a mental point. It is a kind of a self-care, I would rather say. It is another thing. So because you can always choose, because the habit of having a mentor, it can be cultivated within you as an entrepreneur. I can give you some of the tips. First thing, just select or just scan in your own domain, scan in your own thing, like scan for the people who inspires you, who inspired you in the past, who is inspiring you in this current moment. So try to look up for them. So that person is currently inspiring you in terms of their thoughts, in terms of their actions, and in terms of their words, how they are inspiring and how it is inlining with your own business, right? And how that person has really done like what you are trying to achieve, or at least into the similar lines. Is that person is really walking the talk? So that kind of a person, think around that particular person, and try to look up for the person, what are all the past things that what the person has done and how the person is really doing it, and what is the style that particular person is following, whether it is resonating with you. So if the person is really interesting you, if it's inspiring you, meaning that it's already the person has captivated you. So, and once you have just got that particular list or so, and please just try to reach out to them, okay, by some sort of means, because nowadays with a lot of electronic way of contacting, e-ways, like there are so many different channels that we can contact that you can really reach out to that particular person. Try to reach out to that person and establish a meaningful connection, and say to that particular person straight away, saying that what are all the things that you are really inspired from that particular person, and what are all the things that it is just so astonishing for you. Okay. So, and depending upon the person's capabilities or capabilities in the space of the bandwidth, the person, whether check whether the person is opening up for mentoring people or not. If so, then try to establish a conversation with that particular person, whether that particular person can take you as a mentee or not. Just have that open conversation, because you got nothing to lose in that conversation, right? Because already you are not being mentored by the person. By asking that particular person, and then if the person says no, that does not hurt, because already you are not being mentored by the person, right? If the person comes back and say, maybe after 3 months you can have a conversation, then it is not a full stop. There is a comma coming there. And then you can, in that 3 months time, you can still have that conversation, maybe like starting to virtually connect more, and then have some little bit here and there conversations on the social media or through these emails. So please don't hold yourself back in order to you to reach out to your favorite person to become for your favorite person to become your mentor, because don't put yourself as a blocker for that to happen, right? So go for that one. So that is the two tips. Like, just scan up on the person, like scan up in your market, scan up in your own zone, like whom your person, I mean whom you sorry, who would be inspiring you a lot, and reach out to them immediately. Don't hold yourself back. In that way, like you can definitely land up into a perfect mentor-mentee zone. All right. So now let's look how you can make this habit, having a mentor, in your own life, right? For your attaining your financial goals, relationship goals, and your wealth goals, whatever it might be, right? So I always, that is one of the sayings, I think, like having a mentor will make you wiser without getting old in age, right? So that's a profound thinking, right? So the person would be sharing whatever the wealth of the information, the wealth of the experience to you. So one key thing I would really share with you all, with which is my personal experience too. Please be open to have specialist mentors. Meaning, like if you want to attain a personal financial goal, you can have a mentor in that particular area. If you want to have a personal health relevant goals, like maybe you want to run a marathon, or maybe you want to run your first 5 kilometers, you can have a specialist mentor in that particular zone, right? So if you really wanted to build your relationship, so you can have a specialist mentor into that particular zone. So go for, please be open to that particular area. Don't think that mentor needs to be like one person who can cover all the areas. No, you can have specialist mentors, multiple mentors. Go for that one. Okay, so that's the first tip. And second tip, all right, in the personal connection, in the life related zone, like whenever it is health, wealth, or relationship, often I have been told, often I have been, whenever I'm discussing with my friends, they'll say, I'm a bit hesitant to just go and reach to my mentor or a person who really I want to be mentored with, who really I want to learn from. That when I ask them why, because there is a kind of a self-limiting belief, or sometimes an ego, like how can I go and reach out to that person. So break off your egos. Okay, break off your ego. Yes, this is a life, like this is something like you can learn from each other, and there is a person who has already done that, and then that person is really influencing you in terms of you like that person. So why don't you go and ask for help, guidance? There's no harm in that, right? So maybe sometimes like you would be thinking the fear of rejection might be building that one as an ego. So as I said, like if you reach out to that particular person and then if the person is saying no, it's already you are living in the worst case, already that you are not being mentored by that particular person. So go for it. So there is no harm in doing that. So break your ego cycle there and open up yourself, right? And go and ask for them. Go and ask for, yes, you need a mentoring guidance. It is up to their time capability. It is up to their time bandwidth, whether they can give some mentorship or not. It is up to them. There is no harm in asking that kind of a favor from that particular person. It's again, if you just in a world, if you like it, because um, I do mentor work, like I do mentor people from Faculty of Business and Economics at University of Melbourne. So it is like a two-way win. It is not something like, okay, the mentors in a mentor-mentee relationship, only the mentees will be benefited. No, as a mentor, I benefit a lot. I learn from my mentees in different shape and form. So the same way, each and every mentor, I mentor people to run their first 5 kilometers in a joyful way. I conduct a course, and then I mentor in people um, in transforming their joyful habits, in transforming their boring habits to a joyful one through my 1-1-1 action taking framework. So I learn a lot of great deal from my students or my mentees. So please don't think that this relationship is mentor-mentee relationship is like always one way. Okay, so as I said, like please be open to have multiple versatile mentors. So in that way you can have specialist mentors, and please be open, break your ego, go and ask for the help and guidance, and you will definitely land in the hands of, in a safety hands of your mentors, right? So please don't think the mentor will be labeling themselves up and then they'll be showing up in front of you. Just look around. Okay, you will find your mentor. This is Karthik Viswanathan, and please do me a favor. Going forward, whenever you see a jogger, a walker, or a runner in a park, in a road, on a road, or in a gym, wave at them, give a thumbs up to them, nod your head with an acknowledgement, and put a big smile on your face. And this thing, whatever you do, will definitely lift their mindset, their spirit. And in turn, that will be raising up your mindset, your spirit. And this rapport will be creating a positivity that will be lasting for long time. All right. So this is Karthik Viswanathan, and thanks for listening to this one. And until the next one, Bye bye.